how these rich families actually their generation wealth like dwindled down to like zero or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and to just share quickly is that essentially their kids don't know how to save, or their kids don't know how to be prudent, or they don't know how to take care of the money that the parents or their past like grandparents invested or made. And then at the same time they also talk about how rich stays rich. Can you guess?
How rich they rich?
Yeah. I mean, wait, okay, not talking about the fucking taxes or that shit lah, but like a general base on...
You just learn how to manage your money well.
Right? And one thing also they share in the book is that whenever the kid asks for money, they will say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it's like okay, maybe this is like just stories lah, but it's like there was one story that was also true to, I think, a friend of mine story as well. But basically, this friend of mine, what is his name? Iskandar. Yes. Iskandar, the senior rock climber, the fucking strong one.
Okay.
Yeah. So not recently, it was a long time, and it was a very random meetup lah. I was like, hey, how are you? Kind of thing. Then I was talking to him. Then he shared a story like he is from a well-to-do family, right? And the thing is that like he told me that there was a lot of times in his life where he didn't really have enough money. Similar story like me. Then he asked his parents for money, and his parents say no multiple times. And he was so fed up to a point that like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own money. And that's where he explored trading. And that's where like he became more financially successful. And I was like, oh my god, that story of his is so similar to the story that I read in the book, the Next Door Millionaire. Because those families who just say no to people asking for money, eventually they woke up and they realized, oh, money is not growing from trees or from parents. You have to make your own money. So it's like I realized maybe at the same time I became a bit more aware that I should be more financially dependent and not depend on my parents, that kind of thing. So it's like I feel that with that it made me, number one, more aware and not ask for money, and and find ways to actually make more money. And number two is also saying no to people who I am close with,
who borrow money. That is a very, very good topic to talk about, actually.
Right?
People borrowing money from you.
Okay, also this last one. I actually asked a lot. I asked money since I was in secondary school.
I mean, you mentioned it just now.
Yeah, in secondary school till poly. And then I stopped asking after during after NS.
I think just to round it off a bit, right? Like I believe that it is okay to lend money to borrow money from people.
How many times?
Hear me out. I think it's to everybody. Everybody has their own unique situation, and sometimes maybe hard times come on to that person, and then they might actually need some help, right? And out of those circumstances, if it is known to you, I mean, I would lend money. But if I know that the person doesn't really manage it well, right? And it's reason this person is asking simply because of their mismanagement, I would maybe listen up to them maybe once or twice. I think the minimum is once, but then after that I will, kind of cut off from the person.